What's up, everybody, and welcome to another Bronze to Mythic draft. This, I believe, is going to be draft number 9. We've had a little bit of a tough run the last couple drafts, going 2 and 3 for the last 2 drafts. But let's take a look. Let's see how we're doing in general. So we can go over here to the browser, like using untapped.gg. Again, hashtag not sponsored. Just enjoy the tool. I'm a big numbers guy. So if we look at the last couple drafts, we went 2 and 3 with a red-white aggro deck. We had a white-blue deck here that we tried to make like Eerie happen and struggled. I think I like the deck, but I think it was a little weak on the synergies. So far, we've been doing pretty well overall. Our win rate is down a little bit at 49%. This is more than good enough to get through gold into platinum. But we really want to see this number going up into the 66% range, which we cover nearly every video. But the big thing is we are starting at gold 4 today. So we're going to see if we can get through gold 4, maybe get through gold 3. I think we could potentially. There's how many pips? There's 5 pips per rank. So, and you get 2 pips per win. So if we don't get any losses, 5 wins would get me through gold 4 and gold 3 into gold 2. So I think the maximum that we can get is gold 2 today. But our big thing is focusing on tight, concise play, putting together a good synergy, and overall trying to make the win happen. So without further ado, let's go out here. Again, gold 4 start. This is where we're at. We're going to go ahead and play some draft. Get your protein. Protein shakes. That's how we start the day around here. Ready. Anybody ever play that game Synthetic? Or Synthetic 2? Okay. What do we got here? So Funeral Room, pretty good. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. You unlock this to return all creature cards from graveyard to the battlefield. So this is a pretty flexible card. It's going to go well with black-green. It's going to go well with black-white, and even black-red, which is a sacrifice deck. So this gives me a lot of flexibility to start. I really do like most of the Wicker Folk cards. There's some strong green cards in this pack, strong red cards with Scorching Dragonfire. Nothing that really works well with like the recursion, like graveyard recursion with black white here, other than maybe like survey. This has a surveil trigger, so I guess you could put something in the graveyard. But overall, I think just because of flexibility, we're going to grab the Funeral Room and Awakening Hall. Okay. So, Orphans of the Wheat is strong. You can tap other creatures, and it gets +1/+1 for each creature that you tap. Glassworks is also really good, doing the 4 damage, plus you can start pinging them down for 1 each turn. There's a lot of just like mid options here. Personally, I'm more of a fan of Glassworks. Might get us into a black-red sacrifice deck here. Again, this is one thing I'm really trying to work on, is not pigeonholing myself too soon. I have a tendency to just be like, okay, I grabbed the first card and now we are black, or we're Rakdos, right? So what I want to do is just take a better look here at all of my options. Defiant Survivor is really good. This one's only okay, especially if you're not running like an Eerie focus deck. But Defiant Survivor, if you can get it to turn sideways, then you have the ability to manifest Dread, which can help with Funeral Room, pulling a bunch of cards out. And might get us into black-green. So there's the Altanach. Altanach, it's just crazy. So seven land. Piggy Bank is also pretty good here when it dies, so it's a good sack target. It gives you a treasure token. Scorching Dragonfire is good removal. Exile something rather than sending it to the graveyard, which is always advantageous. I think the Piggy Bank is the slightly better choice. Altanach is fun. It's a 9/9. Should we see if we can get Altanach? I'm tempted to get Altanach now. Oh, that was a bad pick. Sawblade Skin Ripper is kind of going to push us into black-red. So here's a great sack target, so we can sacrifice another creature. Popular Egotist. Yeah, we're getting pretty solidly into sackable cards. We're not gonna have any rooms. I mean, Fear of the Dark is kind of in the color that we want to go to. Sporogenic Growth. Is an okay like removal card. We don't have any removal right now, so... Or wait, no, we're keeping the red. Probably dropping these two. Let's play a game. Especially if you have Delirium. It's pretty nice. Frantic Strength. We'll just grab that. Norin. It's okay. Terramorphic Expanse might be a little bit better. Yeah. Go fetch a land. It's going to help with Delirium. Delirium sometimes happen, like Delirium here. So if we can get Delirium, it's going to get a land card in the graveyard for us. Oh. Oh. I have lost to this card so many times. Brood Spinner, so that is a really solid card, but I mean, we're solidly in black for sure, right? So Unstoppable Slasher. I have lost to this in this run alone 3 times. 3 of my losses in general have been this stupid card. Okay. What are some other good options for us here? Violent Urge. Give something double strike. This being a menace with Delirium is pretty good at a 2-drop. I don't know if I need another Terramorphic Expanse. Probably grab... Violent Urge. It's like a surprise removal. Okay. Some Clockwork Percussionists. We definitely want to grab some of those. Good card draw for us. Vile Mutilator. Or do we want the dual land? This gives me, for 7, it's a 6/5. And it gives me a sack target. I think it works really well with what we're trying to do. And that makes them sack some stuff too. Here again, this is going to help with our recursion. There's to say its name. I think we're at least for my ability to draft, I think we're a little too far along. To try to make the switch, because we do have Altanach. That's like the only thing. We would be doing it black-green, like specifically just to try to summon Altanach. I don't know if that's the play. Final Vengeance. There we go. That's another good sack card. So Final Vengeance is nice. Defiled Crypt. Yep. Gonna give us a way to pull stuff out of the graveyard. Ooh, do we grab another? I think we grab another Clockwork Percussionist. It's a sack target for card draw. Curse Recording. I mean, I think we just grab the Fear of the Dark. It's not the best. Manifest Dread or draw another card. I think we grab another Clockwork. Oh, we already had 3. Damn it. We do have a few rooms. Maybe grab a Rampaging Soul Rager. Actually, because of that, I think we'll grab the Balemerc Leech. Fear of Lost Teeth. Perfect. Fly, go away. All right, what do we have here? We have some good white cards. Derelict. Miasma Demon. It's a flying 5/4. You may discard any number of cards when you do. So that is a nice little like removal. We'll probably snag that. Derelict Attic. Creature to control. It gets 1+ attacks. It gets +1/+1 against Death Touch until end of turn. Ragged Playmate is another solid option, but we're gonna go ahead and just do this. Popular Egotist is probably what we're grabbing. Winter's Intervention is also pretty good. It's just another like sack card for us. We probably actually want to start grabbing some removal. We're a little low on removal. One Final Vengeance. Popular Egotist is a sack. So let's play a game. Could be removal. Miasma Demon, potential removal. I think we grab Scorching Dragonfire, actually. We need some removal. Murder. It's like the world is listening here. Live or Die. That is a really good removal. Do I want to take it over anything else here? I don't have the like steal somebody else's card, so Final Vengeance is a little weak here. There's that red. Turn Inside Out. I could Manifest Dread. Miasma Demon. Having a second one of those is pretty solid. Turn Inside Out Combat Trick is also really good. Do I want more bodies? I think having big bodies. Also, it can be like a recursion type target. We have enough Clockwork Percussionists. Do we grab a Final Vengeance? Grab another Norin. I'm glad that wheeled. We're going to go ahead and just take that. Popular Egotist. Another Sawblade. We'll take 2 Sawblades. I think Ragged Playmate is probably the grab here. Fanatic. Don't want... We'll grab another Final Vengeance. We're gonna grab the Spectral Snatcher over a Final Vengeance. Fear of failed tests. Okay, we got a good little like sack deck going here. Build this deck, Norin. Okay, Terramorphic Expanse can be any one of those. Let's see what we're at. We're at 15 black. So we're gonna just do... No, we want... Mathing? That's only 15 lands. So we want one more red. Actually, we have a lot of double pip black, so we want... Too much? There you go, 16 lands. All right. What are some stuff that's really helping with what we're doing? This is essentially a 5/5 with Menace and Death Touch. Miasma Demon. When you do up to that many target creatures, get -2/-2 until end of turn. Let's Play a Game is also really strong. I think we snag Miasma Demon to back in here. I don't know if we splash green for anything. Creatures your opponents control get -1/-1. I don't know. Maybe we do this 41 card special and then we have... It's essentially access to another land. Okay. So let's take a look here at what our game plan is. We are about 18, 19 minutes into the video. So go ahead, put your predictions below, put the timestamp. We are playing a black-red sacrifice recursion deck. So we got some good recursion with Awakening Hall as well as Defiled Crypt and Live or Die. So we have 3 ways to bring things out of the graveyard. We have some removal with Scorching, Final Vengeance, Unstoppable Slasher, or Murder. So 2 Final Vengeance, 3 with Scorching Dragonfire. Murder is 4, and then 2 with Glassworks puts us about 6, and then 7 if we use Live or Die. So it's a little high, but then we have some decent sack targets with like Fear of Lost Teeth, Clockwork Percussionist, Velgavost Faithful. We can sacrifice that. Sporogenic, is another removal. So we're at like 8 removal. So we have some good targets for that. Then we have Sawblade Skin Ripper, which can get nice and spicy. Unstoppable Slasher, just good quality card. Diversion Specialist. And then we have some good bodies here. Vile Mutilator. So we're trying to work towards having these big bodies on the table as well. So that is just something. I would have liked a little bit better sack targets. I don't know if we have something a little bit better. And Balemerc Leech, it was really nice. For a 2-drop. We might run a 40. Maybe we'll drop the Spectral Snatcher. That's just too many big bodies. And then grab the Leech. Help with the curve here. Yep, I think we'll do that. That's the 41 card special that we're going to run. And let's see if we can make it happen. Okay. We'll take it. We'll take it. We can get Clockwork on 1. Do some shenanigans with it with Turn Inside Out. Scorching Fire on 2. And we got our 3rd land. Swinging with the monkey. Manifest Dread. What did they... Interesting. What do they have? Manifest Dread that. Oh, they had coordinated clobbering. Oof. Don't have enough for murder. How much is coordinated clobbering? It's just 1. I can't believe they let that go face. I don't know if they know what that card does. Yeah, that was a little... What is their plan here? They're just gonna take Unstoppable Slasher to the face 3 times? Okay. We'll take it. We'll take it. We won a game because of Unstoppable Slasher. See, this card is love or hate. It's love or hate. And we're going to make sure that we do this. We forgot to update. We are on draft 9. Perfect. And now We are on 1 win. Hey, Bearded Mono, welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, Unstoppable Slasher is crazy. I think you saw the game. I lost to it 1 game the other day. But I am still reeling from the draft in which I lost 2 of my 3 games to Unstoppable Slasher. So was no bueno. No bueno for sure. But now I have one. We'll see how it goes here. I don't know if that person just didn't know what it did, or they messed up, or what it was. So we're hoping for a red, but we're gonna be able to get a 1-1 down here. And if we need to sacrifice something, we can. Surveil 2. All right. Let's get our 1 in. Oh, apparently we have an ad break going on. So I'm getting used to the ads. I'll figure it out here. I will try to move slow for those catching the ad. We're in the middle of a game. There's not much I can do other than I can probably try to like I wonder if I can like run an ad early. I think there's an option for me to run an ad early. Yeah, I think I'll just do that from now on. Exile target creature. You got Twitch Turbo, so you don't see the ads. Perfect. I think I just have to do this. I'm going to attack with this. I have 2, 4... Yeah, I have 7 cards in hand. I don't have to use it yet. No, I got notification, so I think I can run ads manually in between games. So the way it's set up is, so now we're not going to get pre-roll ads. So if somebody wants to swing in and see what's up, they can do so and not be faced with a bunch of ads to start. And then to do that, I have to play like 3 minutes of ads over an hour. And so I'll do, so I have that set up to do every half hour, there will be a 30 or a minute and a half ad. So what I can do then, I think, is time it out, because I get like a 5-minute warning when the ad's coming. And then really could use a red or a Terramorphic Expanse. I could run that ad a little early. And then that way it's only happening in between games. That's not helpful. I had to get rid of a card out of hand. Instead of just pitching one, I just decided to go with removing one. 45% chance to get a land. We just need red. Red. Yeah, that's something you can definitely do. If you mainly run a 3-minute ad in a starting soon phase in the beginning of the stream, it'll disable ads for 60 minutes. Then you can repeat that maybe at every bathroom break or so. Yeah, I went with the 1.5 minutes just so that I could just do them in between games. You are killing me, game. We got 3 of these in hand. Love drying out. I rarely ever dry out. I normally flood, which is the problem. Good game. Gotta love it. Got to love it. Yeah, I'm trying to be strategic about it. I actually stole this idea from Pirate Software. That's what he does. He will actually pause gameplay. So those that don't have Turbo or are not subscribed to the channel don't miss out on any content. Speed running drafts here. We are at 1-1. Got wrecked by the drought, which is rare. I flood out way more than I drought, so I don't feel bad about the 16 lands. I think we learned our lesson from last time. Don't take a monocolor hand. We're mulliganing this. Mulligan. Better. Because we can Terramorphic Expanse into a red. We'll keep 6. Miasma Demon. Sorry. We got Fear of Lost Teeth. Just do that. And we got our red. Target player, sacrifice a creature. We Shattered Yard that? Or Glassworks that? Or I could like do this, Final Vengeance it, and then because when this dies, it's gonna die anyways. So what I did there is I Sporogenic Infection my own creature and then selected target player. Which is fine. It says now we can Glassworks. And then if we need to, we still have a Final Vengeance. So we got some outs here. Do. Cancel. I'm gonna sack my own Sporogenic Growth. Then we play Percussionist. Manifest Dread, sure. I can't afford to do both of those. So I will do it on their end step. I'm going to flip this on their end step so I can play Funeral Room next turn and then trigger the Balemerc Leech. What do you got? That's funny. I got a murder. Do I destroy that or do I save it? I mean, that gives me card draw, so. You counting all my lands? Yep, I have 5 lands. Manifest Dread. How many things? I got 1, 2. I just have 2 creatures in there. This is a 4/3 with Menace, which is really nice. Very nice. Feel like I should probably murder the Defiant. Gotta go. I appreciate you hanging out, Bearded Mana. Always a pleasure. Hmm. What do we got to do here? Trapped in the screen. Nice. What are they going to target? Resolve. This one might be slipping away. Good game. If I had gotten Miasma Demon, unfortunately, adding a lose to the counter here. Miasma Demon was 6, so I guess I only had 1 card in hand, so that's not as useful. All right, 2-1. So we got 1 win. So we didn't get a 0-win run. So you know, I feel okay about the deck, which is unfortunate. The line between interior and exterior blends. Oh. If you play through 3 of your turns without seeing the timer fuse, you'll get a 30-second extension for a future turn. Shadow Hunter 87. We got a platinum player. We'll keep Crack Mountain. Wham. Then we can play Skin Ripper. Got another Schwamp. So if we have... Oh, are you gonna take a... Yep, you're gonna take my saw blade. That's fine. Because we can then... If you sacrifice 1 or more permanents this turn, something to any target. Ooh. Just bringing it back. It's scary. Can I kill this? So sack 1, sack 2. There we go. Sack 1, sack 2, and then 2 did a damage. Okay, so we do have enough for like miasma demon, which is nice. Swinging for 5. Then what creatures do we have? We have these 3 creatures. So I can return a target creature. We get another land though. Oh, there goes my Vile Ripper. Did we just slam this down without its effect? I mean, it's a 5/4. I mean, the 3/2 is going to do some work. Murky Sewers. Ooh. I could destroy target creature or save this to return a creature back. Okay, they're going to let me do the 3. Then we play this guy. Sack a creature. They're going to have to sack an enchantment and a creature. And see what you got. You have another removal in hand. Because I can bring back Vile Mutilator again with Live or Die, which will make it just cook. So then I would have destroyed two enchantments and 2 creatures. So if they slam down a creature and kill my Vile Mutilator, I don't know if they have enough mana to do all that, but okay. What did that do? When you unlock this door, you may cast spells from your graveyard's turn if a card. Okay. So we'll play the Swamp. And just hold. Hold. Do they have something with reach? Cast spells from your graveyard this turn. Oh, it was just that turn. Like, what are you planning on doing with 2 mana? There we go. We'll put it on the board. Put it up here. Boom, 2 and 2. All right, so we will have an ad break in 5 minutes. So we're going to try doing this. See if I can run the ad right now and avoid the ad break. because we're in between games. So let's see if we can run this. Are we running an ad right now? Oh, we're missing a light. No wonder my green screen's not looking all that great. All right, now we got it. We got a light. Okay, so yeah, it's running the ad right now. Cool. So I need to make a cool like ad break scene. I did have like an intermission. Yeah. Maybe we do that. Call it something different. OBS scene. Let's call this something different. Let's call this rename. And then we can change the title up here. Cool. We're just hanging out until the ad's over. Now that the ad's over, we can get back in the game. And then I wanted to just edit this real quick. Scene. Ad break. Cool. So now, none of you are going to miss anything. So we can go back to the game. And run those ad breaks when it's convenient for us. And so that way you're not missing out on gameplay, and you don't get those pre-roll ads, which was the whole point of doing this anyways. Let's get rid of the pre-roll ads. Do I want to keep this? Better. That fear of lost teeth out there. That's not helpful. Really need a red. We mulliganed once. Thank you for the land, but yeah, we got to get rid of that. We exiled it too, because clearly they're trying to pull stuff out of the graveyard. We're going for a white. Called it. Hey, we got a red. I think we save because we need a bigger threat. I mean, they don't have delirium yet. It's gonna ping me for 2. No, I'm just putting them on an 18 turn clock. I'm doing 1 damage to them every turn. Swamp Cycle. This will help me not fall too far behind. Put our Diversion Specialist on here. It's a blocker more than anything, but forest cycling. Why do they need so much freaking land? They're about to drop that card that just pulls everything out of the graveyard. Trapped in the screen. What are you going to trap in the screen? My creature. Do they have another removal? Oh, it does have menace. Keeping me in the game, 1 damage at a time. And then if I need to, I can unlock it and do 4 damage to something. All right. Do I have a good creature to return from the graveyard? I mean, Clockwork Percussionist. Is it sacrifice a... How much is that room? It's 3? Yeah. This is the optimal play. They're gonna swing. I'm gonna sack the enchantment. That's gonna die. Nice. That's a big boy right there. Gonna sacrifice 3 non-land. There's just nothing I could do about that. That's rough. That is rough. So, gold tier 4. Didn't have it in us. Didn't have it in us. We went 2 and 2, or 2 and 3, which is less than ideal. Claim our packs. Like the three wins is good because it's 50-50. But let's see how it affected everything. We'll take a look here. We went 2 and 3 in this particular draft. It was a little bit of an up and down roller coaster here, but that did affect our final win rate. So overall, negative. It's all negative. But we're at a total of like 48% win rate. So we're still going to make progress here. Maybe what I will do during... I think I need to do some more study. I understand the different like archetypes and like what's going on there. But I'm failing somewhere in the draft. Maybe I'll review the draft. Actually, we can review the draft. View draft replay. Okay. So this was pack 1, pick 1. We went with Funeral Room Awakening Hall. I think we saw Funeral Room one time. Didn't get to use the Awakening Hall effect to any advantage. Of the pack here, this is definitely the strongest pick. It's a really good card, especially if I go with like a sacrifice deck, which I did. So every time I would sacrifice something, the opponent would lose a life and I would gain a life. Plus I can bring all my creature cards from the graveyard to the battlefield. So taking a look here, definitely the strongest pick. I don't feel bad about that one. Next up, we had some options. Untapped, I believe, was saying Orphans Wheat was probably the best. That we can keep an eye out and see if maybe black white like graveyard recursion would have been a little bit better approach to go with. Or maybe the black green was another one I was strongly considering. So Orphans of the Wheat was what was suggested. I went with Glassworks here. Good removal plus the pinging down of Shattered Yard does some work. Betrayer's Bargain is also a decent removal card. Or pay additional 2, so you can pay like 4 CMC. Betrayer's Bargain deals 5 damage to target creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead. So you can sacrifice a creature or pay an extra 2. So it works well with the sack deck. So not a bad plan. Let's Play a Game is decent as well. Here I ended up grabbing Defiant Survivor. I was like, okay, maybe that'll open me up for Manifest Dread. There was a Cryptid Inspector that got passed a couple times, so maybe green was open. No real good white choice and no real good other red choice. Maybe BC Bedhead for Mountain Cycling. Here, I grabbed Altanach. I probably should have grabbed Piggy Bank, was the better choice. It's a good sack target, and it's a 3/2 body for 2. So overall, this was probably a miss. I should have grabbed the Piggy Bank. Altanach was like, hey, maybe I could get the other Say Its Names for that. Another strong choice is just another land, but Piggy Bank was the winner here that I should have definitely selected. And then Sawblade Skin Ripper, I was like, perfect. That would have got me black-red, which it did. I kind of locked me in there, and I felt good around having Skin Ripper. And so then now I start going hard on the sacrifice. So we grab Popular Egotist. Another great option was the Clockwork Percussionist. Again, we're going to take a look at white and green and see if there was another option to go like black-white or black-green for like a Manifest Dread. Diversion Specialist, also a really solid card. Not really a better option. I mean, if I went black-green, Flesh Burrower would have been a really good choice here. Other than that, turn inside out is probably okay. Fear the Dark, not a bad choice. I'm trying to, again, take a look at white and green. This is not the greatest card, but it does allow you to destroy a room, which is nice. So overall, not a strong pick here, so we just went with the black because it fit our colors. This is a good removal for us. Again, nothing super good here for the other colors that we were looking at, which were white and green. Let's Play a Game is probably the best option. Maybe Grab the Prize. It could have been considered. Boiler Bilge Ripper enters. You may sacrifice another creature enchantment. When you do, Boiler Bridge to any target. So maybe Boiler Bridge over this. Could have got a 4/4 body down. Plus do 2 damage and have the ability to sack something. So that might have been a miss over Let's Play the Game. Frantic Strength. There wasn't a good option in black. Like, we could have grabbed Leyline, but it's no good. So, like, left myself a little bit open for green. Grab the Terramorphic Expanse here. Grab the white, grab the black. And then pack 2, pick 1. Unstoppable Slasher. We won a game because of it. So our very first game. So don't feel bad about that. Other good options. If I went black, green, that was strong. Arabella's good, but we were not anywhere near red, white. We were strong black with basically a splash of red at this point. Is there another better option than Unstoppable Slasher? No, not in that pack. Now here, is there a better option than Violent Urge? Maybe Hand That Feeds, Destroy Artifacts, maybe. Hey, what's up, King Boss? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you hanging out. We're wrapping up, unfortunately. Hope to stream some more tonight, but I usually stream in the mornings. Try to do like 6 to 10, 6 to 11 Eastern time. We're just reviewing the draft and seeing if there's some better choices that we could have made. Maybe Hand That Feeds over Violent Urge would probably be the only thing I would select here. But the point of Violent Urge was to get it in, get a card in, and then give it double strike because I had Delirium. But this whole pack was kind of so-so. Maybe Terramorphic Expanse. So here we had a couple great options for what we were doing with Black Red Sack. We grabbed the Clockwork Percussionist in this case, but we could have also grabbed a Popular Egotist, or we could have grabbed the Innocuous Rat, which would allow us to manifest Dread. But we ended up grabbing the Clockwork, which I think was the best choice overall here. Then Vile Mutilator actually did some work for us in the game, so I don't feel bad about that grab, especially compared to our other options, which were probably Balemerc Leech or the Razor Trap Gorge. Of all of the options here, I think Vile Mutilator was the best choice. We needed that big body on the playfield. Vel'Gavoth's Faithful, compared to everything else, yeah, it gave me the ability to sack it and pull things out of the graveyard, which I had a couple key cards, so I don't see a better option here. Oh yeah, we were gonna take a look at with like white or green. There wasn't really like a better option. So there was one Say Its Name. I needed 3 to play Altanach or just cast Altanach. We ended up with Glassworks for the removal. Leyline of Residence, Sporogenic could have been another good removal, but again, the Shattered Yard piece of this is pretty sexy if you can get it moving. And then Cryptid Inspector, again, if we had gone like black-green with Manifest Dread, like that would have worked well for us here. Final Vengeance, I think, was the right call. There's not a really better card. Get some removal. We were really hoping for that red card that allowed you to steal theirs, and then I could sack their card. Another Graveyard Recursion card, so I think that was a good choice, especially compared to what we had here. Maybe another choice is this Resurrected Cultist. Basically, it's a 4/1 for 3, and then you get it again. So it can take out an outsized body at 4 damage, and then you can pull it back out of the graveyard. Clockwork Yep, that was a good grab here. We needed one more of those. I think I grabbed 3. 3 was probably too many. So that was the second one I grabbed. Fear of Darkness was really the only good option. So we grabbed that. And there was the third one. I probably should have grabbed Annie. Actually, I should have grabbed the Innocuous Rat here. We didn't need a third Clockwork Percussionist. How's your stream going? We did all right. We went 2 and 3 in this particular draft. And so we're trying to learn from the mistake and see if there was a mistake in the drafting based off of what I was given. And so far, the black-red seemed to be most open. Grabbing the Baleburg Leech here in pack 2, pick 12. And then Fear of Lost Teeth, also a great pick to get in pack 2, 13. And then throwaway card there. Do I have a Discord? I do have a Discord. It's not really ready for public consumption at this point. So I've been tweaking it, been setting it up, and trying to make it ready for presenting to folks. And I built most of it. Here, I'll just bring it over onto the screen. So I built most of it. We have the server here. And I got different sections, different things in here, but I built this a long time ago, so I really need to do like a quality check on it to see if I'm really ready to start releasing it to folks. So, yep, we're definitely working on it, and building it out. I should really kind of polish that and get that released to the public. Can you have my Discord username? My Discord username is just my gamer tag, half pump. So now taking a look at pack 3, pick 1. There is a really good option here in white, but we didn't go white. So I don't know if I should have splashed white because of it, but this is and there was 2 good options, Fear of Abduction, but Wandering Rescuer is really awesome. 3/4 flash, has Convoke, double strike, and other creatures you control have hexproof. So it's insane. It's a really good card. Other options here for what we were doing in black red. I mean, whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gets +1, +0, and gains Death Touch. I think the Miasma Demon was probably a little bit better. We can get some card removal if we discard some cards. I was really sad we weren't in white when we finally got to pack 3, but I wasn't seeing a lot of really great white options at the time. I lied. There was one Shroud Stomper, white-black. That could have been one we grabbed. So maybe white was open. Now we're going into pack 3, pick 2. We grabbed Scorching Dragonfire. We needed some removal. This could have been card draw for us, which would have been okay. This is another great removal. 2 damage, gain 2 life, but this was 3 damage, and it exiles the thing, so it stops them from recurring the card out of the graveyard. Another removal. I think at this point we were just missing some removal. Conductive Machete is also pretty solid. And Fear of Infinity is also a decent card. We could have probably splashed blue if we really wanted to get into that. But yeah, the Murder I grabbed here over the Final Vengeance because I just didn't want to sack any more cards, which was fine. Then another good removal card. Is there another good option? So here's another white that could have helped with the recursion. So we already had some good graveyard recursion from black. So if we threw that in with Emerge from Cocoon, white black could have been open here for us. So now at this point, I mean, all of pack 3, I felt I was pretty locked into black red. So there was some options here. I could have grabbed another Miasma Demon. I needed Turn Inside Out was just really solid. Combat Trick would let me punch above my weight class. So there was a couple options. I could have grabbed the Razor Trap. I could have grabbed a Miasma or Turn Inside Out. I ended up grabbing the Turn Inside Out, obviously. Again, some decent white options. Probably should have looked at that. White might have been open, and that it just wasn't obvious to me at the time. I grabbed a Norin. We already had 3 Clockworks, so that was just another cheap body to get down for sacrificing target. Grabbed another Popular Egotist. Felt good about that. And then another Sawblade Skin Ripper. Felt really good about that. So that did also tell me that Black-Red was open in this draft. Because we were in pack 3, pick 8. And it was open. So, like, I think I was in the open route, if I'm being honest with you. There might have been maybe a slightly better. Yeah, I'm not seeing that any of those good white cards wheel. So I think white was definitely being picked up. And then we just grabbed another Final Vengeance. Probably could have grabbed a hand that feeds there. I think we were a little low on creatures in general. Grabbed a Spectral. Fear of the Fallen. Just grab. And so then if we go here, so we had 25 creatures, 3 sorceries, 5 instants, 6 enchantments. So overall, okay. Okay deck. It could have had stronger synergies for the sacking, which I think I did, honestly. I don't know. Maybe it was just a bad beat. Like, it was a decent deck. The only thing I missed is maybe like grabbing a piggy bank, maybe one too many Clockwork Percussionists, and then maybe should have considered white as well. White seemed to have a few cards, but somebody else was clearly in white because the good white cards were not wheeling. But at pack 3, pick 8 to see Sawblade Skin Ripper tells me Black-Red was significantly open. So all that being said, I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out in this video. We went a little bit longer on the analysis at the end here because we really want to improve that win rate. I'm going to do some more research off stream, off game as well, just to see if I'm missing anything. I don't know if I'm really missing anything, but we will have more of this Bronze to Mythic run. If you're liking this content, feel free to like, subscribe if you're on YouTube. It helps the algorithm if you hit the little thumbs up when you subscribe. Or if you're already subscribed, hit the thumbs up. We appreciate that. And this is just part of a bigger series for me. This whole channel is going to be Magic the Gathering content. Monster Hunter's coming out in like February. I might have to make a whole separate YouTube channel for that because I'm going to be playing the shit out of Monster Hunter. But that, after all that being said, this channel, it's gonna be all Magic. So I do vlogs for RCQ runs, I do vlogs for in-person drafts, I do news content, and I do my Bronze to Mythic runs. If you have any other ideas of additional Magic the Gathering content you'd love to see, drop them in the comment. That'd be awesome as well. But if you want to follow me on some of the other stuff, go check out my website, halfpump.com, and then you can find my Twitch, my Twitter, my YouTube, everything. If you're catching this on YouTube, you already found my YouTube. But as we like to end everything around here, until next time, we'll catch you at the table.